Hi, I'm Peter Birch and welcome to this week's show where we've gone to Australia's largest agriculture show. And why are we here? We're here to see reptiles, that's right, snakes, lizards and frogs. Welcome to CrittaCam. We're here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show where these beautiful reptiles are put on display for the general public to appreciate their absolutely amazing colours and nature. But even better still, these animals are actually judged on a few different criteria, allowing them to win the medals. We're going to speak to one of the judges today to find out what some of the criteria is to make this beautiful animal here win one of these amazing awards. We're here with Brad Walker, one of the judges for this magnificent event. Brad, I guess there's a few questions we'd like to ask you. And number one is, like I said before, how do you actually become one of the judges?
Great question, Pete. Over the years, I've worked in the industry for 30 years in the animal care industry. I've not only been a professional herpetologist, but I've also been an amateur. So I understand what it's like to be a newcomer to the hobby.
Yep. And
keep your very first reptile for the first time, which is important. And then I've gone on to keep a big collection, designed reptile houses and looked after reptiles and amphibians professionally. So with that in mind, I think what it allows you to do is see the hobby from a very, very different perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I guess one of the other questions I need to ask is, how many judges are involved in this actual judging of the animals?
Well, I've been judging now for 10 years, and there's lots. And it's like most things in society, we try and have a good cross-section of people with experience. So with that in mind, you might have someone that is very much the hobbyist, that's been keeping them for a long, long time, has lots of experience. You might have someone that's sort of fairly new to the hobby and has a lot to do with the industry and promotes reptile keeping. There might be others that are veterinarians, they're biologists, they're actually owner and operators of wildlife parks and zoos, so they have a good understanding. And I think that's what's really dynamic about our hobby. It's only a relatively new hobby, but to have new people come in and bring their own perspective and their own thoughts and ideas to what makes a judge and what we're looking for in these quality animals is the exciting and challenging part about what we do. The other exciting thing is there might be an animal there that a young boy or girl has taken a lot of pride in, and it's the one thing that they really connect with in their life because maybe they don't get on with their school classmates or something else, but that animal means so much to them and that's their pride and joy, and they put a lot of effort into it, and it could be very much the start that goes along and generates their interest to go along and get a qualification in animals and be a champion for animals forever and a day. So there's so many factors that can actually contribute, but really it's a celebration of the hobby.
Yes.
And it's a celebration of having such a wide variety of animals from our Australian mainland and our Australian shores that are really quite unique from any demographic. So you might have a particular monitor found in one area that's the largest, sitting at 2.5 metres, and then you might have the very, very smallest species. So, and they get classed and judged accordingly.
Yep.
And that's what I like about it. So there's no set fast rule about how you judge one against another. It's very much about a collaboration of people saying this is what we like and this is how we perceive it, and it's an overall feeding of scores into an actual pool of results, and the overall winner on the day is how it's judged. And what I like about that, and I heard a guy say to me today, I was really disappointed I ended up getting a ribbon and I finished second, and I said, well, it's the fact that yes, you got a second, but you've contributed, and it's the spark that you need to come back next year.
Right. The
thirst to get that blue ribbon, and it's really a celebration of our hobby.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much for your time, Brad.
No worries.
We're going to go and have a look at some of these amazing animals that have won some of these beautiful ribbons.
Yep.
And I can't wait to see what the pythons are going to look like as well.
Look forward to it tomorrow.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Peter.
We're here with Anthony Stimpson, one of the key organisers for this magnificent event. Anthony, can you tell us, where did this all start?
This here at the Easter Show started a couple of years ago because they saw us at an expo, which was run on the showgrounds in a different building on a different date. The organiser of the Easter Show saw what we call the Wild Expo, run from one of the other pavilions, and said that would work well during the Easter Show.
Man, I mean, can you tell us a bit about why you would think that this event would actually take off? Like, what is a bit about your background, basically? Like,
oh, look, I know that reptiles are a massively growing hobby, and curiosity that all kids have, for this fauna is worth tapping into for the show.
I mean, it's absolutely amazing what you've created. I mean, look at this. Would you ever think that this many people would come in and swarm in here just to see this event?
Well, no. I mean, if it was a standalone event, you would not get 100,000 people through in one day.
Man, that is absolutely amazing. 100,000 people coming through the doors, not only to see something that is absolutely unique. And I mean, I've been around. You don't see shows of this anywhere else in the world, especially the US. I mean, judging animals not only on colour and pattern, but also on health. I mean, that's absolutely amazing.
Well, keepers get to show off their animals to thousands of people. They get to talk about how cool it is as a hobby to thousands of people. They get to express and share their passion with thousands of people. And I mean, people show their dogs and their cats. Why not show the best of the reptiles as well, and frogs?
Oh, definitely. And I guess one of the things that's pretty important for both of us, and I mean, we spoke about this many times and we've known each other a very long time, is about handing the torch to the next generation. To see so many kids getting involved, bringing their own little pets and putting them in the show, I mean, that's got to bring a tear to your eye, right?
Oh, it does. You see these kids, they're just pumped up with pride and pumped up with self-esteem and pumped up with just love of their newfound passion,
It's definitely about the passion of the animals, but also conservation at its best.
Yeah. Well, that's the final and ultimate flow on, isn't it?
It is.
This is a little piece of nature, and they're going to love and care for this little piece of nature, which means that flows right onto their habitat as well.
Yeah. Anthony, this is absolutely amazing. Like I say, you've done a magnificent job, and hopefully it continues to be something of grandeur for the next few years. Thanks for your time, Anthony.
Thank you. Thanks for taking it to the World Wide Web. It's awesome.
Thanks, mate.
Pleasure.
We've had an amazing day today here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show, looking at this one-of-a-kind of event. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about it. Hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Until next time, thanks for watching CrittaCam.